Hi, and welcome back to Rich Social Worker. I'm Eva Ford, social worker, mindset mentor, and coach. If it's your first time here, welcome, and welcome to 2021 if that's when you're watching. Last year, this time, I made a video. We were on a walk just like this, except we were in Jamaica. And I was sharing why 2019 had been such a productive year for me and the things that I had done to make it so. And I have to say I've carried those into 2020 for the most part, yeah. But I also thought it was important to share with you why I don't make resolutions, because that too helps me to be productive. And I think we can agree that after 2020, it's not just about being productive, right? It's about really getting the most out of this life, because I think we would all agree that it's fleeting, right? There are no guarantees. But I don't make resolutions because resolutions don't work for me. I don't know, maybe they work for you, or maybe you know some people that they work for, but they don't work for most people. And I think it sets us up for failure, to be disappointed, and our subconscious doesn't believe us either if we haven't been able to stick to resolutions in the past. But what I do instead is I'm in a continual process of asking myself what I want, and also scrutinizing the why behind what I want. And when I say continuous process, I don't mean that I just do this, quarterly or once a year or around my birthday or anything. When I say continuous, I mean daily. And here's the thing, I'm an entrepreneur at this point, right? So I've had the 9-to-5, and I know that in a 9-to-5, oftentimes you can kind of just get into a cycle, and you're just moving and you're just going, and you're not stopping to ask questions. But I think it's so important, 9-to-5, entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, it's so important, because this is all we got. This is the one shot, right? And so being in that state of continuous asking, what do I want, allows me then, because when you ask a question, your brain has to give you an answer. And Tony Robbins says, you ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. So I try to ask intelligent questions and really sit in the process of what I actually want. Most days, what I want is the same, and so I can continue with my plans. And that's what I do. I'll set a goal then to achieve the thing that I want. And in order to reach that goal, I will then enlist different tools and strategies. And I talked about some of those in that 2019 video. But this year, I've stepped it up a little bit, I think. As some of you may know, I enlisted the assistance of a business coach. That's been super helpful. And again, I encourage everyone here, look into getting a coach for any area that you want to improve in your life. They're phenomenal. They're great. And I also hired an assistant for a portion of the work to kind of take some of the stress off of me and the things that were bogging me down, that weren't allowing me to use my genius, I guess. And so that was super helpful as well. Outside of that, it's, once you ask yourself, what do you want, and get clear on that. And one of the ways I get clear on that is I enlist help from, like I said, the coach and my accountability partners that I talked about in the last video. I'll research what other people have done and kind of get some more input so that I can make an intelligent decision, hopefully. And once I've done that, then I'll put it down either in my planner. I talked about my planner in that last video too. Or this year, I've enlisted the support of an online organizer. So Asana is the one that I use. And that's been really good, because it's helped me to see visually what I'm working on, some of the things that, the tasks that I need to do, and to schedule them out. And to use things like time blocking. And that's been super helpful, because when I have things put visually in front of me and, color coded and time blocked, then it's easier for me to stay on task. And another thing that I do is I give myself permission to allow myself to change what I want and to change my goals. And I talk to so many people who haven't done that, and then they're frustrated. They're not sure why they're frustrated, but it's because they're tied to this old thing that they said that they wanted that they don't want anymore, and they're not sure how to change, or they feel like maybe they're going to be letting someone down because they said they were going to do this thing. Give yourself permission to change, man. We've got this life, and we get to make it up the way we want. So this idea of choice is, I think, so powerful. Now, I know I don't have the monopoly on good advice. This is just my process and what I do instead of making resolutions, and I find it really helpful. But I'd love to hear from you. What do you do to keep moving forward, and maybe even keep moving forward in the face of difficulties or challenges or defeat or failure? I would love to hear about it. Read it in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for the rest of us, let us know. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I believe you can dream, be, do, or have anything you want. Start with your mindset. Make sure it's a rich one. See you in the next video.